Hello and welcome to Spoiler Alert, where I tell you how something was that isn't yet. This week we're looking at the 3DS remake of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which means we finally get to see the return of this guy, and the Disco Fish, and the Trojan Ox, and yeah, I never played this game as a kid. So that means I know about as much going into this as I know about everything else we review. So the plot. Link, he come to town. This time not to save the Princess Zelda, but because this tribal stereotype turned him into a Deku scrub, and Link takes his TLC seriously. He don't want no scrub. I don't want no scrub. The scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. So Link chases Skull Kid through a portal and ends up in a land called Termina, because the writers decided that Hyrule needed to take the training wheels off and see if it could get along without Link for all of 5 minutes. It turns out that the inspiration for Conrad's Heart of Darkness stole a super powerful mask from this 1940s Chinaman cartoon and used it to sell drugs to the Man in the Moon, because that thing is clearly high on something and coming down hard. Quite literally, in fact, you have 3 days to stop it from plummeting to Earth. This means that Link must use that time to travel to the different regions of Termina and awaken their 4 giants so they can literally catch the moon with their hands, a la that one angel in Evangelion. In the southern swamp, Link must help save the princess of the Deku people, because clearly he never gets tired of that whole damsel in distress thing. On Snowhead Mountain, which sounds porny to me, you help change the weather patterns for the Goron people, who are basically the trolls from Frozen. On the Great Bay Coast, you save the Blue Man Group from some hot lady pirates, and in the Ikana Canyon, you reenact an episode of The Walking Dead. Now you might notice that this is a lot to do in 3 days' time, but luckily Link has the Ocarina of Time and things get all Groundhog Day up in here as he relives each day however many times he has to, no matter what terrible fate he meets with. In order to help you not meet that terrible fate, Link collects a series of masks that give him powers and often transform him to help suit his ends. Some old favorites include the Bunny Hood, which is what he wears to Hugh Hefner's house. Don Gero's mask, which is used when you want to cross a busy highway. The Great Fairy Mask, which turns you into Madonna. The Captain's Hat, stolen, of course, from Jack Sparrow. Gero's Mask, which turns you into a Jawa. Romani's Mask, for when Link wants to get tipped. The Fierce Deity Mask, which turns you into a citizen of Atlantis. And the All Night Mask, which is also useful when visiting Hugh Hefner. For the remake, I'm pleased to say we got a hold of a secret document which details which new masks they have added. There's the one from The Mask, which turns you into Jim Carrey. The Guy Fawkes mask doesn't actually do anything, but makes you super popular on the internet. The Zero Mask, which successfully hides your identity, but also makes you super fabulous. The Kamen Rider Mask, which gives you a sweet motorcycle. And the Char Mask, which slowly spawns a series of clones over the next 30 years. So that's the game in a nutshell, but discerning Zelda fans might notice that someone is missing from all this, and that would of course be Ganon. This is because after years of being defeated by Link in many different forms, he has finally decided to try going after a different princess in a different castle. So that's it for this week's Spoiler Alert. Please tell me what you want reviewed in advance in the comments down below, and until next time, don't say I didn't warn you.